Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. All right, before we begin, if you're new to the channel, my name is Eddie. I do a lot of car content. As you see, this is my wife's Mercedes C63, which will probably be gone here soon, but also have a couple other cars, primarily BMW stuff, but I try to cover a broad spectrum of vehicles. So if you're new here, if you want to check out my other videos, check them out. And if you like what you see, think about doing a subscription. So we're gonna talk about 5 things about your Mercedes you may not know about, and this applies to some Mercedes models, but I'm specifically talking about the AMG. All right, so let's start with the AMG specific item here, and that is emotion start. All right, so you're gonna like emotion start. What is that? All right, so emotion start, what it does is when you crank the engine, when you start the engine, press start button. If you hold down the paddle towards you, either the upshift or downshift paddle, just hold it as you press start button, and the car will rev a little bit higher than normal, and it'll open the exhaust flap. So what I mean is you'll get that kind of a bark when the car cranks up. It's cool, it's a cool thing to do, especially if you're like, hey, somebody want to crank, they want to hear the car first time, hey man, crank it up. And you're like, all right, here, listen to it. So when you crank it, it just roar, so let's show that now.
Yes.
Let's see what you're looking at here. All right. All right, next thing. This car does have a brake hold, and you're wondering, what is brake hold? Brake hold is if you're in traffic or you're in the drive-through line and you're tired of sitting there for a long time. Some people put their car in park and you have to put it back in drive when you're ready to go. Well, this car does have a brake hold function. And what you do is when you're on the brake, you want to just press the brake all the way down the floor, release, and it'll hold automatically. You'll see a hold light up in the dashboard, and it's confirming that the car is going to hold. At that point, you can let off the brake and the car will stay in place with the brake lights staying on. And to resume, you just hit the gas pedal and the car pulls off as normal. And when you're ready to activate that again, so just hit the brake, press all the way down, come up, and then it'll do it again. This car, depending on if you have the option for the intelligent LED lights, and you'll know because you look at it and you'll see how it has the eyeball. All right, it's big right here. It also has a cornering light function. So if you're entering in certain intersections or certain roundabouts, these lights can illuminate the sides of the road to help you see better, especially the corners, making turns and things like that. Also to activate when you're doing left to right hand turns with a turn signal, it will anticipate, hey, you probably want to see on that side. So at nighttime, it will send out certain light beam patterns to that angle of the road you're looking at. Another thing, if you're in drive, and I've done this before because I'm so used to some other cars I drive, if you forget to put it in park, the car will automatically go to park for you. So if you're in drive, you turn the engine off, the car automatically go to park for you. Did you know if you have a convertible or a coupe actually, you can let the windows down just by the remote. So if you're convertible, you will press the unlock button, unlock the car, press the second time and hold, and the top will open all the way and you'll basically drop the top. And then pressing a second time will then lower the windows. All right, if you have a coupe or sedan, just by pressing the unlock and holding it will also let the windows down. And that's just say, for example, if you're coming into the car and it's hot outside, you can do that to kind of vent the hot air that's in the vehicle before you enter. All right, another feature is the hood. When you open the hood on the AMG 663, you have a way you can open it like normal, and you have a service position. When you open it, it'll go a little higher. So I'm gonna show you that now. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop my hood, normal, find the lever, it's right there. All right, so you look at your hood, this is the normal position for the hood. All right, you wanna open it into the extended position. You'll come down here. If it can focus on it for a second, come on. There it goes, where it says press. You're gonna press that in there, and you have to press. Okay, I'm gonna have to hold this. All right, so you push, you're gonna push it, and you're just gonna push the hood at the same time. So you're pushing it in, pulling the hood, it's gonna click into the next detent. And then here you have 90-degree opening. You'll see here, you'll have the same thing. Now this button has to go down back to this position, this detent. So you're just gonna press it, hold the hood, kind of release the tension off of it, let it drop slowly to click back into place. And that's it.